scheduled one of our traffic officers, Officer Tim Mafucci, to ride the train on the 25th. This month, it's a safety promo for people to be safe around the railroad tracks and crossings. We have several crossings in Butte, so we'll be working the crossings on an area of Row Road and homes in that area.
Okay, and how is your officer going to? How is he going to enforce the law by being on the train?
Well, we're going to have other officers in the area also at the crossings, and basically he will, if they see somebody that crosses dangerously in front of a train, the law says you have to basically you cross at your caution, but you have to give room for the train, basically at the blinking lights.
And how will he enforce that?
Well, he'll look at it. He'll call one of our officers in the area to stop the vehicle if they feel the vehicle was a hazard to the train or to themselves.
And they'll do it. Do you find, is that an issue around in this area? Do people tend to make a...
We've had several meetings over the past year with the train, with the people from all the trains that through Butte. There's 3 trains that actually come through Butte. And they do have concerns at some of these crossings. Even though the trains are traveling relatively slow coming through Butte, there still is danger. We had a train collision last year at one of the crossings on 2nd Street. Other than that, we haven't had a whole lot. I know Great Falls and them have a little more issues than we do. They have more train crossings, but it's still an issue for the train, for the railroads, so we're trying to cooperate with them.
Right, and what do people tend to do, the major things?
Well, they stop. Most of them will stop at the flashing lights, and then they'll look. And if they don't see the train in the immediate area, they will cross the lines. And they can. That's their right to do it, but they've got to do it safely.
Right, and they got to be careful too, because we don't really have a lot of them that are guarded, like by a guard.
Oh, we only have one that's actually guarded by a gate, and that's on Main Street.
So the others,
are either flashing lights or stop signs.
So they'll take it, and maybe, but like I said, I do remember we did have a case where somebody did that. They tried to beat it out.
They tried to beat the train on 2nd Street there, and the trailer he was towing it.
And so he survived, but they did a lot of, even though it's not a fast-moving train.
No, it did. Oh, it does a lot of damage. They weigh a lot.
Yeah.
They're big.
So even though they're going slow, they could be fatal.
Yeah, and then it puts a lot of pressure on the engineers and everything like that if they do hit something and stuff like that. So it's a safety issue. I mean, we're not looking to write tickets. It's not a money-making thing. It's nothing like that. It's mainly an educational type cooperation with the trains.